This man is a mysterious criminal. The Zodiac Killer. He came to light after killing at least 5 people in Northern California between 1968 and 1969. He may be the main actor in many other unsolved murders. The previous stabbing of an 18-year-old college student in California in 1966 remains unknown, but the similarity to the 5 other murders has led to suspicions that the Zodiac Killer was responsible. In 1968, a young couple was shot dead near their car in a remote area north of San Francisco. A year later, another couple was attacked in similar circumstances, but the male victim survived. Following the 1969 attack, the killer called the police to report the crime and claim responsibility for the 1968 murders. Later that year, the Zodiac Killer attacked another young couple, but the male victim also survived. The last known victim, a taxi driver, was shot dead in October 1969. So why was this man doing these things? The murders became the subject of intense investigation and media coverage, particularly because of the killer's taunting letters to newspapers and phone calls to police. The letters, sent from 1969 to 1974, were signed with a symbol resembling the crosshairs of a gun sight and typically began with the phrase, "The Zodiac speaks." The letters contained 4 ciphers, or cryptograms, the first of which was sent in 3 parts in July 1969 to 3 Bay Area newspapers. Known as the 408 cipher because of its sheer number of characters, it was quickly deciphered by 2 private citizens. Its message read, in part, "I like killing people because it's great fun." Another cipher, the 340 cipher, mailed to the San Francisco Chronicle in November 1969, was finally deciphered in 2020 by a team of 3 amateur cipher breakers. Its message began, "I hope you have a lot of fun trying to catch me." Many things about the Zodiac case remain mysterious, including when the crime ceased. Crime writer Robert Graysmith argued that the Zodiac Killer remained active throughout the 1980s and murdered dozens more people. But this view is disputed. In the 1990s, several investigators claimed to have identified the Zodiac Killer. The most frequently cited suspect is Arthur Lee Allen. He was a California teacher who was committed to a mental hospital in 1975 for child abuse. But his identification with the Zodiac Killer has never been confirmed. She claimed that the Zodiac Killer was Gary Francis Post, who died in 2018. The Zodiac Killer, who committed numerous murders in the late 1960s and came to the fore with secret messages he sent to the press, was linked to at least 5 murders between 1968 and 1969. At the time, the Zodiac Killer, who sent a message to local newspapers warning them that the murders would continue if they weren't published, was finally solved after an analysis of a letter he sent to the San Francisco Chronicle. However, experts were unable to catch the killer. As the statute of limitations expired, a statement released indicated that the Zodiac Killer was linked to a 6th murder. So who is the Zodiac Killer? His identity remains a mystery. Perhaps he's dead. Perhaps we're still breathing the same air.